there, Aries. Welcome to your end of December, end of 2023 tarot update. It's Rena here. It's also, somebody said they thought I was saying it's raining here. It is raining here, so there's that too. So this is a slightly different spread, but same basic principles. I'm just going to put them all in a line here. I know how to read them. Okay. As you go into 2024, I want you to look at your personal life and look at what isn't working. Now, you and your opposite sign, Libra, have had eclipses, and you will continue to have eclipses in 2024. These affect the house of the self, which is your first house, which is the house that you rule, but that's the house for your chart too. I mean, for the solar chart, I should say. And then also with the seventh house, that's the house of committed partnerships. So the 10 of Cups is a card of family harmony. When it's reversed, there's something that may be like imbalanced, not working. And sometimes Aries people are very kind of oblivious because you're so active, you're so doing, you're doing things. But it could be something where you just all of a sudden this year you realize that something was wrong, like let's say a marriage, that you realize that, and especially in March, because you're going to have an eclipse in that seventh house where you might be like, I never saw that coming, but either you didn't pay attention, that there probably were signs, or you just thought it would blow over, like you were being overly optimistic, but you weren't necessarily doing anything about it. So this is why it's so important to, pay attention to what's going on, because some of these things, the other person may not talk about them, and the next thing you know, it's like they're saying it's over with, And then we have here as the lessons, we have the Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. And I really associate this card, with your sign. The Knight of Wands is the Aries energy, but it can be very unstable, meaning that it can be very rebellious and not wanting to commit. So sometimes, if this is some kind of infraction on your part where, you know what I realized too is that the 10 of Cups reversed, that might be a wedding that never happened, a relationship, like a primary relationship you never really committed to, and therefore it didn't happen. And then I have to look because I can't see some of these. This is not a familiar type of illustrations. And then we have the Two of Swords, and this is a card of being on the horns of a dilemma. So that can indicate somebody who maybe wasn't sure about making that important decision. And in some cases, it might have slipped through your hands. And then you're saying now, like, why didn't I just agree to do this? But let me tell you something. It could very easily be that some of you agreed to do something that you really didn't want to do, and that you should have known that because you were indecisive that it wasn't the right thing to do. So whether that is, getting married, when you really weren't sure if you were in love with that person or if you wanted to be married, period. If you were ready, maybe you're 25 years old and you got married and you're like, damn, why did I do that? Because, oh yeah, and then with Aries, it can be doing things very rashly. But I really do sense with the Two of Swords this ambivalence. And when people are feeling ambivalent and they're making an important decision, that alone will tell you that it's probably not the right decision, because you would feel more comfortable making that decision. Something, maybe it's your higher self, is like saying, don't do this. Don't have a child yet. Don't, get involved with that person. But anyway, so we're going to talk about 3 cards for 2024. The first one is the Son of Swords, and it is in the reverse position. So we're talking about the Knight of Swords reversed. So this may be that you are going to be more prone to rashness, and you have to slow down, because it could have, adverse effects on your life if you're just, dashing here and there, and you're not concentrating, and you're making these decisions wildly. But you may feel like you don't have control of things because of these eclipses. The eclipses happen and they're fated, and we have to just accept what's going on. We can't really dictate anything at that point. And you have another card, and that's probably why these cards are reversed, because you might be trying to control things. Father of Pentacles is the King of Pentacles in reverse. Watch for how you spend money, because Aries people tend to spend money very freely, but sometimes it might be very rashly. And there's that, and Pentacles relate to the material resources. So it might be a time to really slow down, and at the same time to practice techniques that make you go inward instead of always being engaged with the outer world. But we have a beautiful card here, the Six of Cups. This is, you see those roots. This is a card of, I would associate with family, but children in particular. This is also a card of the past, of nostalgia. So if you have been, maybe these cards are because if you're in any kind of relationship where you feel stuck, where you feel trapped, that it's not going to help you to try to run away from your problems, because there may be a soulmate. The Six of Cups is a soulmate, and that person may be waiting for you, but you have this, complicated situation on your hands that you have to take care of first. You're having a solar eclipse in that house of marriage in October. So and you're having a lunar eclipse in that house of marriage, as I think I stated before, in March. So this could be out with the old, in with the new kind of thing. But the new can be actually somebody from your past. It could be like past life even, soulmate. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.